I'm Monique, and I'm in an embroidery rut. Despite Stick and Stitch's abilities to quite literally transform anything you can get it to stick to with embroidery, I am just over it. It wasn't until my boredom literally delivered me the best hyperfixation a girl could ask for. And hey, maybe it could be yours too. Hand embroidered bag charms or keychains, emotional support buddies, whatever you want to call them. They are mini, they are squishy, and they are just like sparkly. It's the whole trifecta. So I gave it a go. I figured if I could use stick and stitches to embroider on clothing, shoes, hats, all that, what is stopping me from turning it into a bag charm? Turns out quite a lot. A lot could go wrong, and embroideries were the least of my worries. You hold it up like the men in their profiles. Welcome in this fish fry of a little guy. He's so cute. Uh, he is so challenged. So challenged. I'm so sorry. The most notable thing about him is his construction. He is overstuffed, uneven seam allowances, uh, popped stitches, and somehow I bungled the top loop and it's only holding together to the grace of fabric glue, 2 coats. It is only a matter of time, but I figured let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone, feed my hyperfixation, feed my perfectionism, remix some bag charms, and I'm taking you with me. Sorry, I will never be a person without a plan. Here's what I was thinking: plan of attack. 4 bag charms, all from the Across the Pond Stick and Stitch pack. 4 is not a lot, but it's not a lot. We're really leaning heavily on this hyperfixation, okay? The first one will be Fish 2.0, essentially a redemption from Fish 1.0. I was not too crazy about the fin colors, honestly, all the colors. I didn't like the fins, I didn't like the face. I wanted the colors to blend in a little bit more. So we got a redo. Fish 2.0 will hopefully boast a little bit more depth, not only in the stitching, but the beading. We can make it glitzier. Second one will be a fish lure. I took a lot of liberties with the coloring for with Fish 1.0, and honestly, I do not know a fish that resembles those colors, so we're actually going to make this look like a rainbow trout. But to jazz things up a little bit, this one will display horizontally versus vertically, and then it'll have like a beaded lure dangling from it. So it's gonna be so cute. Of all 3 of them, I'm really hoping that this one will be the most fish looking fish. Third one will be a swamp frog. You should not be surprised that I somehow have figured to put a frog in a lily pad in another project of mine. They're popping up out of nowhere. There's really not much to say about these colors. It's going to be green. Finally, we have the dragonfly. This one is the most straightforward out of the bunch. It's a dragonfly. Honestly, the place that it'll probably shine the most is the beading. I really want there to be a lot of beading in the wings and then also on the underside of the wings. And so I don't really know how to do beading like this yet, but I did buy a book. So we're gonna make it happen. 4 bag charms, a whole lot of gumption, but not a whole lot of time. I am not using 6 strand embroidery thread. You can, but I'm not. I do not want this to take forever. And like the thing with hyperfixations is there's like a delicate balance. It's a delicate balance of the focus and the time. Because if we don't time this right, we're just gonna end up with a whole lot of ideas and like some unfinished back charms. The thread for the job is this wool thread. It is fluffy yet malleable, perfect for taking up space and blending with the threads around it. I used this for Fish 1.0 and I was really unsure of how it would handle not only with the needle but the stick and stitch paper. This thread, it has some quirks, but the end result makes it all worth it which is good because I've got lots of this. I am sticking with the same green linen that I used for Fish 1.0. Honestly, we're trying to work smarter, not harder. Load up 2 fish on the same fabric. That's good with me. If at any point you're interested in learning how to embroider, I'm going to drop the Embroidery for Beginners playlist. This playlist is a great place to learn the basics of what you'll need when starting out in embroidery. And then I'd suggest you swing by the Stitch Library playlist to learn a few stitches, practice yourself, try it out. While I also sell embroidery kits and patterns, I am of the mindset that you can learn from anywhere and anyone. And the tutorials that are found on my YouTube are the same ones you can get in the patterns, give or take some exclusive tutorials like stitch alongs or the assemblies, but I'm rambling. The point is, you too can do this. It just takes some starter supplies and some gumption. Okay, we need to check in. Remember when I mentioned this project hinged on a delicate balance of time and focus, a golden ratio for successful hyperfixation ventures? Yeah. I'm losing steam and I regret choosing to make 4 bag charms. But we don't give up over here, or at least I'm trying not to. I really had hoped I would have footage of me embroidering any of these charms, but I had to dig deep. I am talking full shrimp, curled up on the couch with just a ring light and Netflix getting me through the night. But I did it, and here we are, where the true madness begins. And honestly, it's my happy place. Getting to the beading process is such a freeing moment in the process. It's like splashing gallons of paint at a blank white wall. Anything goes. And I'm not a jeweler by any means, so maybe it is the fact that I know I have zero proficiency in this skill, so therefore I have no expectations for myself. Honestly, if the beads are connected and not filling about, that is good enough for me. 0 out of 10 would not like to experience again. I wrapped up the 4 bag charms pretty late. I just wanted to get it over with. I think I was putting it off for long enough, and I was like, let's just finish this. Next day, I'm thinking, go you, let's treat ourselves and get a little sweet treat. And what better companion than to bring one of my favorite ones of the 4 bag charms along with me. So there I was. I strapped my little fish lore keychain onto my fanny pack. We embarked, got the latte, but when we came back, it was just my latte and me. My fish was not there. If there was some sort of test of bravery of like knighthood or something, I would have failed. I did not handle it gracefully whatsoever. The moment when I looked down at my keychain and only saw beads, sans fish, it was not okay. Oh my gosh, I did find it. It was laying in the middle of the street. Regardless, we now have all 4 bag charms. Clearly, there is a favorite amongst this, so let's start with the fish lore. The goal for the fish lore was to finally make a fish that looked like a fish. The coloring of the rainbow trout could not have turned out any better. It's striking, it has so much contrast. The beading really pops with this, and then the lore at the bottom is just so charming. I am absolutely in love with this. I do want to make more, and I'm like, how many fish can I make? But it literally is perfect. Perfectly plush, perfectly sized, gorgeous, and I cannot believe I lost this. Next up for the fishies, we have Fish 2.0, which is the successor of Fish 1.0. The goal for this one was really just to make a fish that was not challenged like the previous one. And I would say it was accomplished, but overall I'm still feeling really meh about it, and I know exactly why. It is the coloring. Something about it, I think just so much with the peaches and the berries. It looks like a fish fillet. Like, this is a sashimi rainbow trout, and I can't unsee it. I'm just asking, where's the soy sauce? Swamp frog. So of course, I can never stick with the plan. The plan was to use the wool thread, but at this point, I was really running into some motivation issues. I wanted to get this over with, so I swapped to using the DMC soft cotton thread, I believe it's called. So this is a really punchy green with our desaturated greens for the frog. Overall, it's cute, it's fine. I also think my hyperfixation with frogs and lily pads is passing because I am just sort of like, meh, okay. Perhaps 4 months ago, I would be making a horde of frogs, but I'm just like, it's a frog on a lily pad. Last up, we have the dragonfly. I must say, this is like a stealthy favorite. I really had no strong feelings towards this one. I was like, dragonfly, cool. I think something about the colors and the beading is just so understated. It feels like enchanted almost. It ignited something in me. I think I need to add beading to all of my tapestries like ASAP. This was so much fun. I love it. It is so adorable, dainty, enchanting. It just feels magical. I don't know how else to describe this dragonfly. It really does just feel ethereal and magical. I am a magpie for keychains. If you cannot hear me a good 10 seconds before you see me, like, is the keychain even keychain? No. So, of course, I had to record some sounds of the keychains when I was walking. When you are venturing, and you just hear sounds of a good adventure, that's what it sounds like. Bringing us back to the core of it, I started this project deeply in an embroidery rut. I was really over stick and stitches. Like, I was like, I really don't care. But like, the fact that these stick and stitches helped me make these cute little fluffy things, it really did just reignite my excitement for them. If you have any stick and stitches that are in your collection gathering dust, you're not feeling great about them, try out making a brag charm. If you do, let me know. I'd love to see them. And with that, have a great one.